Say Shana, Africa, say it louder. Say Shana. Salam alaikum, assalamu alaikum, salam alaikum, assalamu alaikum, salam alaikum, assalamu alaikum, salam alaikum, assalamu alaikum. We stand divided, we fall. All we need is freedom. All we need is freedom. Free Africa, free. Free Africa, free. Free for slavery, free. Free for slavery, free. Free as a promise of slavery, free. Free as a promise of slavery, free. Free as a promise of slavery, free. Free for slavery, free for slavery. Yeah. We're here to speak the word. We're here to speak the words. We're here to speak the word. We're here to spread the word. We're here to speak the word. We're here to spread the word. Salam alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Salam alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Salam alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Salam alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever you tune in today. This is Concerned Citizen of South Sudan. It's live from Washington, D.C. I am in town for Africa, Free Africa Rally tomorrow. We are going to be in front of White House protesting the issue in our country, South Sudan, and also on other countries in Africa. We'll be joined by numerous friends and our beloved citizen, neighboring countries, to rally for freedom in Africa, for free and fair election. Also, we'll be talking about the freedom of political prisoners. These are the things that we'll be talking about today, tomorrow, which is December 14, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. In front of White House, 16 Pennsylvania Avenue. So I wanted to remind you, if you are a South Sudanese, if you are a Sudanese, if you are a Congolese, if you are Rwandans, people who live on the DC area, in Virginia, in Arlington, Fairfax, Springville, Baltimore, all this area, you need to come and support tomorrow. Please, action is better than words. So come tomorrow and ride with us for Free Africa rally in Washington, D.C., in front of the White House. You are all well aware that these days, it started today, there is the U.S.-Africa Summit. They invited all head of state in Africa, except two, I believe so, Guinea and one of other countries. You are aware of that. Our own president of the Republic of South Sudan is not coming. And I spoke about this last time because he is so embarrassed with his policy. It become more autocratic. It become more authoritarian, suppressing people, introducing a grand corruption, mismanagement, war, creating communal violence in the country, and people of South Sudan have suffered for a very long time. So he doesn't want to come and face the free world. So United States initiated this Africa-US summit so they can start a new beginning with African countries in terms of businesses, in terms of democracy and freedom and so forth. So President Kiir is not going to come, but I want you to come so we can make this case. The United States is the same country that has stood with the people of South Sudan for a very long time, for work for the freedom, fighting for nearly 22 years. So I want to invite you, South Sudanese, the other African who are living in this area, in Washington, D.C. area, in Baltimore, in Maryland, in Arlington, in Virginia, in New York. I know some friends, they came from New York already to come and support this. So we will be joined also with our friends from Venezuela, from Nicaragua, from Belarus, from Russia. We have so many. We will be joined also with the Chinese, those who have been oppressed as well. So you need to come and pay this. You need to come tomorrow at 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. So please come, join with us. There are a lot of programs happening here, but the most, we must speak up. Silence is a violence. It's a good idea to come up and remind you so you can be there tomorrow. I am in DC as I speak to you right now. By the way, the embassy of South Sudan is a few blocks away from where I'm sitting right now. So please come, let us go and challenge. I know that South Sudan President Salva Kiir is sent a delegation. After he refused to come, he sent delegation heading by Mayik, the foreign minister. Mayik is the one that coming, and he's here already, maybe a few miles away from where I'm sitting right now. So tomorrow we'll be there in White House and make our case. So I invite all of you to be there. I'm not going to talk too much. I just came out to remind you about this event tomorrow. You don't need to keep quiet, because being silent is a violence. You don't need to be complicit. A lot of things are happening in our country for a very long time. But this is not South Sudan that we fought for. South Sudan that we fought for, we all can be equals, and we can be just and free and have a prosperity in our country. But it's not happening with Salva Kiir Mayar. It's not happening with Riek Machar. It's not happening with the clique that we have in Juba. So tomorrow, come and support. We have other Africans who are joining us, Nicaraguans, Venezuelans, and many, many more. So thank you so much for tuning in. I think I can call it. It's a few minute video. We'll see you tomorrow there in front of the White House. Get yourself the better winner with the music. Coming to you from the one of the most peaceful men. So many lying down on the streets. What you gonna do? Yeah, coming at you. Get yourself the most free time. I preach about freedom. Preach about freedom. Freedom. We're here to stop the war. We're here to speak the word. We're here to stop the war. Sorry, Joe.